And check. Okay. I'm gonna be there in less than one second. Welcome to today's stream. Today is a special day, yeah, somehow. We are trying the FlyByWire in 2024. My first time flying the A320neo from FlyByWire in 2024. Yeah, for people that have been using 2020 since the very beginning of the sim, this is a legendary plane by far. One of the first plane to be actually able to fly properly in 2020. From A to B, of course. This is a completely free plane, and it's a great project. This plane is still in alpha, and yeah. So we'll see how is the condition at the moment. Of course, I have some stuff that I don't like about the fly-by-wire, but let's see if they fix it or not, and let's see how it does fly here. Hi, Arush. This is one of your Anders accounts. I guess I'm fine. What about you? Let's go in. Yeah, let's go. Okay, I need to set up a couple of views. It's gonna be very fast because the first, let's say, problem of this plane is that it doesn't have a cabin. So no cabin, just cockpit. As you can see, you can't exit from here, and you can't pass through. So, which is kind of unlucky because you would be interested to set up some view, but yeah, there is a way to do it, but it's a big. Oh wow, this is working. Very interesting. This is one of the. Yeah. You need to, change files and stuff. Nothing that I want to do now. It's a classical A320 overall, but let's see. Okay, let me see. Oh wow. Okay, I need to set up some control there for sure. Plane is off. Okay. Let me just set up the okay, sim option. Okay, calibrate this. So toga on axis. Okay, reverse thrust, not for sure. It's 1. What do you mean toga on axis? I don't know. Okay, idle. Let's go climb. Okay, like this. Flex. And toga. Yeah, toga on axis, of course. Why not? Okay, let's see. Climb. Okay. That's perfect. Then I don't think I do have my sim brief here. Realism. Okay, let me see. IRS align, this is fine. Self-visit, this is okay. Boarding time fast. Autofill checklist. We don't really have checklist in the fly-by-wire, so we do have. Yeah, it's here, but it's not in the plane, so I'm not gonna use those. By Ayush. Yeah, I don't have the sim brief account. ID user. I can't remember my ID every single time. Okay, let me see. So long. Okay. Alright, done. I'm not gonna link a Navigraph because I don't really use the charts on the FB here. Let's see if it does work. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So let's go. Let's go battery on. Lovely sound, of course. The fly-by-wire has incredible sound overall. Super strong as Yeah, it is very strong. Okay, it's gonna be low down a little bit after. Okay. Nav lights. Okay, this is the first thing yeah, they never changed this. You can, I mean, nav and logo, you can just switch it from off and to position. It's not a problem, of course, but no. Just to let you know. So, let's go here. We do have, as you saw, SimBrief import. We do have this. Okay, we don't have JetBridge, of course. Great. Let me try something. Okay, it's not working. That's very interesting. Somehow in 2024, there is some problem of communication between, yeah, product and ground equipment. But anyway, so again, there is a SimBrief import working properly. Let's just give a check to the fuel before, which is correct, fast. Let's go. And payload 1740350. Yeah, that's correct. Let's go. Let's board the plane. Let's lock the cabin. Let's set up the transponder. That also means that if you go here, you can just import your flight plan. Init. Okay, let me adjust this because it's super dark. Request. There we go. Oh wow, cost index is so another problem of the fly-by-wire is that the cost index doesn't do anything since the beginning of the development. Oh well, I'm not aligning IRS, of course. Wait. Align RF, confirm align. Return. Alpine 64 Sierra Lima. Yeah, we're flying Alpine call sign even if we're using default livery. I couldn't find any livery. I mean, I couldn't find some, but yeah, the quantity of fly-by-wire livery is quite poor at the moment. So I'm gonna just fly with default livery for now. And also the positioning of our plane is really poor, I have to say, in this default Paris-Orly. Oh yeah, I didn't show you the flight plan. We are going from from Paris to Nice today. Interesting flight. Yeah, Nice is always an interesting airport. The flight plan that was scheduled was a little bit weird. It's just a direct path from Pilul to Bordi straight. Yeah, kind of a strange flight plan, to be honest, but whatever. Can we request the wind? Oh yeah, wow, that's very interesting. This is working. I didn't expect that. Then we need to set up the, so yeah, I was saying the cost index doesn't do anything unless they fix it. I don't know, we will discover it soon. And I want to show you my iPad, of course, because it's time to talk about the departure very briefly. Okay. Let's go. So, departure is runway 24, Pilou to Quebec departure, which is this stuff here. Okay, we have a below altitude constraint. We're gonna ignore it, of course, if there is no traffic around. And yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna stay here at all. It's a super simple departure. Sorry, nothing really to report here. So, departure runway 24.
Boarding completed.
Oh my god, that scares me as hell. Okay, boarding completed. Pilou to Quebec, right? Yes. Insert. Okay. Super dark. Wow. This default setting is super dark. For some reason. I have to launch Simlink, of course. Wait a sec. Yeah, because basically you need I mean,
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our
sorry,
flight.
sim bridge, not
Just
sim
wrapping
link.
up some paperwork up front here. Waiting
Basically, you
for
need
the
this
final
stuff
ground
here
crew, then
to
we'll be on
work
our way.
if you want to
Flight
use the
deck,
terrain
we'll
feature
start
of the
shortly
plane.
with a very important
Sim bridge,
briefing.
you can
US
find it on the
FAA
FlyByWire
is
installer, of course.
undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
This voice really reminds me of a very famous simulator YouTuber, which is also an A320 captain. So much. I wonder if it's him. I just realized it. Okay, so we have 5 minutes for the tickets. In the meantime, what we can do... So not the tickets, the flight plan. Oh, wow. Oh, this is very interesting. Oh, wow. Yeah. I was saying 5 minutes for DRS to be online. 122 is the frequency. Nice feature of fly-by-wire that I really like. Maybe there are, I mean, not much, honestly. It's quite rare to find in other okay, yeah, planes. As you can see, you have all your basically active frequency around you. Now there is no controller, unfortunately. But yeah, in case you have some online, you can find all the frequency just by clicking it. Okay, set on the standby or set active. Yeah, if you're like panicking to select the frequency, this is a very, very cool feature to use. Because you know, in the A320 you need to, yeah, to turn the knob and whatever. It's quite long to set sometime. Okay, pressure here is 1021. It's IFR condition, as you can see. I mean, I can't really see outside. Well, let me check. Okay, yeah, another. Okay. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, another problem of the fly-by-wire is that the MCDU is sync. As you can see, if I click, for example, init page, it's gonna change on both captain and first officer MCDU. I think it's still like this. I don't see any way to desync that. And this is kind of annoying to me. I don't understand why, to be honest. Is it so complex to fix that? Because, for example, in the CMFMS flight plan, okay, in the A380 from fly-by-wire, they are split. So yeah, that's quite. Okay, this is MCDU. No, okay. Separated, no. Yeah, this is kind of pretty strange, honestly, pretty strange. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, not the best, of course. Then we do have a performance calculator, very cool. The question is, okay, all right. I was wondering, can I feed from the flight plan? So this is correct. Dry condition meter is correct, of course. I'm wondering the takeoff weight. Let me check that. Yeah, that's fine. CG position standard. Okay, this is strange already because I have no idea what is my CG position. Of course, maybe I can see it from here. Yeah, I can see. But I don't know. This is standard. This is not. I should know, of course, but oh, this is the stereo field weight CG on top of that. This is the CG. So it's 33.0. So I guess we should set. Oops. Okay, no, it's okay. It's standard because it's more than 27%. That's correct. That's okay. Okay, optimum flap selection. This is very cool. Flex. Okay, I don't like when I have to manually select from flex to toggle. I prefer when it's done by the system, like in the Phoenix. Pax on. Okay. And I pressed the wrong button. But yeah, let me just fix this. Okay, optimum, blah, blah, blah. Calculate. Okay. 152, 152, 152, flaps 2. We don't have any setting for the trim. So this is still like that. Is not It's not the best, of course, because we don't have any information about that. Of course, you can use the sim brief performance calculator, even though I don't think we will be able to get that information. Let's try, but I don't think so. And trim setting is kind of important when you take off a plane. Again, not a tragedy, but just to let you know the differences between the Phoenix and also between the default A320neo. Okay, blah blah blah. Calculate. Let me also see this. Okay, very different V speed. Look at this. 157. Assumed temperature 70. Assumed temperature is 69. That's fine. Maybe because it's different flap setting. Okay, yeah, that's why. All right. But again, we don't have any reference about the trim setting even here. So what we will do is just set up our V speeds.
Alright, traffic, it's 3 Lima, Oscar, fully for the 25. Alright, traffic.
Wow, there is an Itaro landing. Okay, so we will be flaps 2, and I'm gonna set up 0.0 up. And flag 69. Yeah, I'm gonna use a trim 0 setting because I have no idea what should I do. Okay, APU start.
So 3 Lima, Oscar, 05, Kilo Romeo, careful, low visibility.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, in the meantime, we have the APU of starting up. We have to take off runway 24. So yeah, very simple. Whiskey 2, and then we're gonna follow Whiskey 3 all the way to Whiskey 14 to take off. Yeah, pretty simple tax. Not that simple actually, but yeah, not that difficult at all. So APU is starting. Let's wait for the TCAS. Yeah, let me check something. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the problem is I can't enter the cabin in the... It would be great to set up this view, but I can't. Maybe there was a way. I remember some way to bug it. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know if it was the FlyByWire. There was a plane in which you could go back to the cabin by just... There was like a ghost wall if you wanted to go back. Because, yeah, I can't go back, so I can't really set up view. But yeah, whatever. APU available, APU bleed. And let's push back. Let's go. Yeah, this is very bad. Okay, let me do it better. Brake release. Oh boy. My bad. I completely forgot the ground stuff. Wait a sec. Service. Jokes. Right. What? That's very interesting. Just wait a sec. Cancel pushback. But how can I remove that? I am clicking, but nothing is happening. What? GPU off. Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna be very, very... Okay, Okay, no. There is no way in which... Apparently I can remove those. Okay, let's try to push back, but... yeah, this looks really bad to me. I don't think I can do anything from here. I mean, if we can't remove chokes, this is the end of it.
Only traffic
Yeah.
Rapido 5 Kilo Romeo landing runway 25 3 miles.
Ah, this is very bad. Very bad, to be
Runway
honest.
25 located, Tito 3 miles per.
Thank you.
Okay, let's start up. Let's try to start up, but... Yeah. I don't know. Beacon lights. Okay. Wait. Chokes removed. Okay. There we go. Only traffic. Alpine 64 Sierra Lima pushing back on Whiskey 2. Yeah. Oh boy. Great sound. That's a... What plane is that? A320. Why there are... Oh, okay, it's another traffic. Oh, wow. What a sound. Yeah, sound have been always one of the priority of FlyByWire team, I guess, because it's very good. Way better than other A320neo around. Oh yeah, wow. Okay, should climb. Yeah, it's for sure fly level 100. Okay, pushback completed, parking brake set. Did we trigger a landing before? No. Great. Let me see. Okay. Wow, they improved the sound even more. Very good sound.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Okay, flaps 2. Unfortunately, we can't hear the flap sound properly. Let me lower. Yeah, the startup sound is always been pretty good. The, let's say, cruise and takeoff sound, knee. Can I see some proper? Okay, I don't know. It's pretty dark. Okay, let's go. Predicting wind shear. Let's arm this. Disengage. Flaps is true. Auto brake max. AP bleed off. AP off. Taxi lights. This is all done. Let's go. Parking brake released. Okay, let me just check this. I'm gonna keep default setting. Alright. Because in 2020 I fly the fly-by-wire with the default one. Stability wise, it's very stable. It really reminds me of the Phoenix from that point of view. Maybe maybe a little less stable than the Phoenix, which is incredible, but yeah. I remind you, this is a completely free plane. It's also true that we do have... Yeah, I forgot to initialize weight. Great. Yeah, because in the Phoenix I do it automatically. Okay. Oh boy. Look at him. Okay, slow down. Oh, zero fuel weight, 60.632.7. This is gonna end up very bad. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to try. I don't think I can set up the fuel. Oh yeah, fuel on board. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because in the Phoenix is automatic. No, it's not automatic, but you just click a button in your EFPA. It's gonna... Okay, the view position is a little bit strange to me. Let me try to fix it. Okay. Oh boy, it's full of people now all of a sudden in Orly. I was alone before. Yeah, that's great, of course. Okay. We're gonna be the first one to take off. Yeah, I was saying this is a completely free plane. It's true that you have already an A320neo by default in 2024, even in 2020 now, of course. But I mean, this is not the same. I can already feel that. Let's see how it does fly, but yeah, the sound is way better. The system overall, probably not. I mean, let's say that what it does it very well, but yeah, there are some stuff missing, as we saw. The cost index is not doing really something. We can't split the MCDU, which is super strange. I can't understand why. But it is what it is. Cabin ready. The plane wants to taxi super fast in idle. I don't know if that's realistic. Very different taxi behavior compared to the Phoenix. The Phoenix is not a Neo, of course. But we're gonna get the Phoenix Neo very soon, probably. For Christmas. Okay. Only traffic. Alpine 64 Sierra Lima taking off running 24. Alright, running turn off, strobe lights. Landing lights. Nose on takeoff. Yeah, I can feel a little bit of lag. Let's say more lag than the Phoenix. Alright. Also, it's important to say that this is not a 2024 version, it's a 2020 version, but you can now directly install it on 2024 from the FlyByWire installer. Alright, let's go, 50%. Brake release. Manflex SRS runway auto thrust blue. There is wing from the right, I guess. Front. Yeah, but I have to use the right pedal. You want rotate. Alright, positive. Rate, gear up. Okay, it's way more. Let me see this. I'm trying the flight model a little bit. Okay. It's less reactive than the Phoenix Again, I'm using default setting now. Yeah, very different behavior compared to the A380 as well. About the difference compared to the roll and the pitch. Never climb. Thrust climb. Okay, thrust climb. Thrust climb set. Let me lower. Okay, no, I'm gonna. It's very high volume. Yeah, I'm gonna lower the sim a little bit today. It's very high volume, the Phoenix. Yeah, the fly-by-wire. Oh wow, out of cloud immediately. Acceleration. Flaps 1. Okay, there was a change in lightning of that. Oh wow, we are going really fast. Flaps up. Direct Pilul. Immediately. Direct Pilul. I don't think we have a beam. Yeah, okay. Let's go. It's super dark. Okay, we have to climb fly level 350. After takeoff. This is off. This is disarmed. Flaps is up. This plane is gonna climb very fast. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask, of course. Wow, look at this. Out of clouds. There's a plane there. Okay, it's landing. Pressure standard. Yeah, the takeoff was interesting in my opinion. I mean, the flight dynamic was kind of interesting because, yeah, when we flew the A380 on Monday, I said that, wow, the pitch is really reactive, the roll is not. With the same stick setting, identical, there is a difference. So the roll is less reactive than the pitch. But the difference is way less. It's from the same developer, of course. That's very interesting. I guess it flies. I mean, the takeoff was good. Of course, I'm used to the Phoenix. All my muscle memory is there, basically. So was definitely less reactive than the Phoenix, so it was strange for me. But nothing. Yeah, was okay, for sure. It was really okay to me. 10,000 feet already. Landing lights off, seatbelts off. Wow. And I thought, okay, that is a plane. Yeah, that's a plane. Acceleration. Are we gonna have? Yeah, we're gonna have tailwind probably. Hi, Arush, how are you? Ah, so wasn't you before? There was a guy with this, with a similar name. But yeah, I thought it wasn't you. Enjoy your new phone then. It's definitely high. The volume of the sound is definitely high compared to the usual. Okay. Okay, this climb altitude is fine for now. So let me see. I'm curious about that. The cost index. Okay, I confirm that the cost index doesn't do anything. Oh wow. That's a very, very top font. I mean, top level font. Yeah. So either if you put cost index 10, cost index 5, whatever you put here is gonna be 2990 -0.78 on Mach, and this is something that is present since the early period of the fly-by-wire. I'm talking about early 2021. So yeah, more than 4 years ago. Oh wow, that's wow. Yeah, I'm not an expert of Samsung, but it was kind of not at all, even your previous phone. I hope that mine doesn't do it, because yeah, I really need it to work as much as it can. That's the external view. Yeah, also the sound is pretty classic. I mean, it's this sound since long time. Which I don't know, it's very different from the A320neo, which is in real life. I mean, I flew as a passenger both planes more than once. It's true that the A320neo sound is quite different from the CEO, but I don't know. I have an iPhone 16 Pro. It's right there. Okay, let's climb flight level 350. So what a day in France. So the flight plan's gonna lead us to Alps, incredibly. Look at this. So we're basically pointing toward Alps. We're gonna pass very close to Mont Blanc, Monte Bianco, which is this, I guess. Every time yeah, it is, right? Yeah, it is. And so we're gonna fly a very good area of Alps in the sim. But it's true. I mean, isn't it? I'm not an expert of Samsung, but I guess that the S24 is like the Android top, whatever. By the way, we are crossing a very cool area of Alps. This west area is the best you can find. I mean, actually, it's the best mountain area I found in all the sim. Of course, I didn't fly all the world, but yeah, it's super high resolution. It's gonna be, if there is no clouds, it will be quite interesting. We're gonna be already descending probably a little bit. I don't know. I always knew that Samsung is like top level for Android. But yeah, again, no. I'm with iPhone since 2013. Imagine. So yeah, again, we're gonna overfly a very interesting area of Alps. Weather should be better there. In East there is actually VFR condition and no clouds. It's kind of okay. So yeah, we could have the possibility to have a nice weather over this area of West Alps, which is incredible. I really suggest you to fly with a small plane around there. Area like, for example, you can depart from Cuneo, Italy. It's basically all this area here. I mean, I can show you from Volanta, but in Volanta, I don't know if I can. Okay, yeah. Satellite, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's this area here. For some reason, this area of Alps is super high resolution. And so for example, if you depart from here, you can go to Gap, around. Yeah, this is a very interesting airport, for example. Or you can just play around, as I did long time ago with long time ago with an MB339er. We were flying around here. It's an extremely high resolution aerial maps for some reason. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Very cool. Oh wait, let me turn off this satellite. Okay. Yeah, I started from 5S. And I stayed with the 5S for like 7 years. Great phone. Oh, I can see the terrain. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully it will be better. For now, the plane is very similar. For all, I mean, yeah. Again, I used to fly this on 2020. I don't see any big difference. Again, you already have an A320neo default. It's kind of hard to say. Yeah, it definitely was. It's kind of hard to say if it does make sense to download this plane. It's a free plane. Again, in my opinion, for some reason is better than the default one. For other is not. It's a different plane. Sound is way better. Flight model, it is better in my opinion. Yeah, other than that, system wise, not really system wise, but like for example, the cost index doesn't do anything. You can split the MCDU. Yeah, those are stuff that they are a little bit annoying. Of course, nothing crazy, but yeah, you can have, for example, performance in this side. As I used to fly the Phoenix, performance here and flight plan there. But also there are very cool features. I mean, the FB is very good, extremely good actually. You do have performance calculator, even if it's not calculating your trim. Okay. Arush says that FlyByWire is of course better than default A320neo, and now I wanted to see why. I'm really curious, honestly. Why is it better, in your opinion? And you have this very cool feature of just by clicking here, set up VATSIM frequency if you like to fly on VATSIM. The FB is really extremely high quality. But yeah, personally I prefer to fly the fly-by-wire, but that's the navigation is trash. What? Really? I mean, I flew the A320neo. I mean, I just fly it when there are updates, but I had any big problem with navigation for what I remember. And also I think it's the same, for sure the same data, because you don't have any, I mean, yeah, with Navigraph but even in the other plane I don't really understand, because you update the SIM IRAC and then the plane IRAC, or whatever. Yeah, I didn't have many big problem with navigation. But again, I'm not really flying the default A320neo that much, just like once every 3-4 months. But yeah, in my opinion, of course, there are no problems. I mean, cost index that doesn't do anything, okay, it's not really a problem. It's a little less realism. This stuff of the MCDU sync, it's okay, I mean. But I would say that without those two things, this would be a really okay. This would be a really good plane. And again, this is, I mean, it's 5 years now, but it's still an alpha. It's a free project, and yeah. So it's just incredible to think that this stuff is completely developed freely. Okay. Yeah, it's very cold. It's I don't know now outside, but yeah, I guess around 3-4 degrees Celsius maybe. Okay, let's check a little bit of traffic situation in Nice, because Nice is one of those crazy airports. It's very calm today, luckily. But this guy, Gulfstream, where is? He's right behind the. Oh, it's not really right behind. He's going super fast though. Oh my god! Look at him. Yeah, it's going super fast. Okay. Level off. This is fine. No portable device, auto, right? Oh no, it's actually on. My bad. Okay, let's keep it auto. And again, the fly-by-wire doesn't have a cabin, so for some people it can be a problem. Overall, I prefer the fly. Okay, this guy that like to talk, but yeah, I prefer the fly-by-wire because of the sound. Yeah, the sound is way better, and the flight model. Even if we have to see now, I mean, especially on the flare, because for what I remember, it's the fly-by-wire is kind of strange on the flare. Not that the default one is okay at all, but yeah, the fly-by-wire flare behavior is a little bit peculiar, let's say. And why this plane is not moving? Ah, okay, it's in front of us, my bad. And we will see. I mean, the flare is a very specific part of the flight dynamic that it's probably very hard to simulate, especially in an Airbus, because so many stuff are happening in an Airbus when you flare. For example, the trim is blocking. So when you put your no wait, how is this stuff? Yeah, when you put your lever to idle, the trim is locking. For what I remember. But yeah, long story short, many things are happening when you flare an Airbus. And it's not easy to simulate, even for the Phoenix. Now the Phoenix is really, yeah, really good on that. But yeah, it hasn't been like that in the past years. The flare in the Phoenix was very strong. I was really struggling to land the Phoenix. All the first period was flying really good until the flare, and then I remember that was super hard all of a sudden to pull. This one, usually I used to float it because I think I'm pulling too much on this because I'm used to the Phoenix. For what I remember, what we will see today also is a different sim, different fluid dynamic. So yeah, we will see. We will see, and it's time for the procedure check. Okay, so we are gonna end up being into Bordi and suddenly turn left. This is the arrival procedure into Neras. Runway 04 is active in Nice. What do we have? This ILS. Transition Neras, but we are missing the. Wait a sec. There are many arrivals in this. There are visual stuff. I wanna Yeah, probably. No, wait. We are landing here. But there should be. Okay, this is the visual. There should be like a nav initial. Okay, let me see this. No. Neras. No, this is for the visual. Let me see. So if I do that. No, turn off. Let's go ILS. Neras transition. Oh, it's just to final. Okay. Yeah. It's fine. We can radar vector. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I want to shoot the ILS. I want to see how the plane does it, because yeah, visual will be all on me. So it's not really. It's interesting, of course, to see, but yeah, it's not really interesting to test the plane. Should be completely fine. I mean, doing that, but you never know. So ILS Zulu runway 04 right. The okay. Arrival is the Bordi 7 Romeo. Bordi 7 Romeo set via Neras. Okay. Neras confirmed. Insert. Alright. There we go. Perfect. Top of descent is 160 miles. As always, if you have any question, sorry, if you have any question, feel free to ask. We are currently flying over France. Current position is here. We are getting close to Swiss. And again, we're gonna overfly a very interesting part of Alps. Hopefully it's not gonna be cloudy. I don't know, at destination it's not cloudy at all. It's cavalcade conditions, so no clouds, good visibility on ground. We will see, because this area of Alps is very, very good. Really, really interesting to see. Let's just give a check here. If everything is already set properly. 110.7, yeah. Everything is working correctly. That's great. Nice is very calm at the moment, which is kind of rare. So many people like to fly there. This Gulf Stream here is like rocketing. But whatever. Movie. Very interesting call sign. Very interesting call sign. Actually. Also, probably we can take some shortcut on the approach. For example, from Bordi. Well, we could go direct to Neras from Bordi, I mean. Yeah. Probably. Or to Mike November 800. Yeah, this is below altitude flight level 170. It's fine. We're gonna take that into I mean, we're gonna accept it, and then we can go direct to Mike November 800 probably. It doesn't make any sense for us to wait, especially without traffic, and especially with that plane that is coming 100 knots faster than us. How fast is going this plane? Wow, that's crazy. We do have tailwind on top of... No, okay, not much. A little bit. And again, unfortunately, no livery today. I couldn't find any livery available for the flight. I mean, I could find some, but not from EasyJet. And especially not the one I used to use in 2020, which is this one here. The Oscar Echo Lima Sierra India. We can change the registration at this point, but I could find just livery with the G initial. That means that he's like a plane from UK. We don't want a plane from UK. No, I mean we want an EasyJet from UK if we want to fly the UK area, but this one is used to fly in Europe area, and I've been doing so many fly with that. By the way, no, not just 7. Okay. Ah, wow, I remember. I was with the. Yeah, wow, I remember this day. Was this day? Ah, no. Was it with their A320neo? Oh boy. Was this? I remember this day in flights. Yeah, this one. I did a flight Catania, Rome, and Rome Nice in sequence. Yeah, that was cool. I have photo of that. It was full control Rome. Crazy day. By the way, this plane here in front of us. Okay, it's pretty far. It is a 737 going to Florence. We're gonna have to go to Florence as well pretty soon. I didn't want to fly the Phoenix again, so yeah, of course. Then, if you have the Phoenix, this plane doesn't make any sense for you. That's obvious. You have way more. I mean, yeah, that's not even need to explain why, probably. But yeah, this is very helpful. For example, for people that are thinking, yeah, I mean, do I need the Phoenix? I already have 2, 3. How many there are now? Yeah, like 3 not default, but let's say, yeah, 3 free. A320, because there is the FlyByWire, the Inibis A320neo, and the Inibis A320neo XLR. Completely free. Why do I need another A320 from Phoenix? Yeah, that's a great question, because you should try the Phoenix and then you will see why. But yeah, this is good. I think that this plane, I mean, it's been a long time. I mean, the expertise was pretty high. I mean, the initial project was very good because they were doing stuff. Yeah, the FlyByWire was a very quality plane. I think they slowed down quite a lot. Of course, there was the A380 coming up. But the quality overall is really good. What it does it very well. I don't see much problem except the 2 stuff that I already reported, is MCDO linked and the cost index. But yeah, the expectations were pretty high because for what I know, the intention of the FlyByWire project was like producing a high fidelity plane, really high fidelity plane through time, and they were doing it at some point. And now in the last 2-3 years they slow down, yeah, so much. It's still very good, but yeah, nowadays with plane like like Phoenix around, yeah, probably it's just a Phoenix problem, because if you imagine not having the Phoenix and compare this to a PMDG, of course PMDG is still way better, but yeah, the difference is not incredible. Do we have failure, right? Yeah, look at this. Okay, not much failure actually. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's very interesting actually. But yeah, the Phoenix changed everything. The level of the Phoenix is so high. The expectation now are tremendous. But yeah, let's say that you don't really feel that this is a free plane at all. Not at all. I mean, it could be payware easily. And again, for people that have been using 2020 since the beginning, I mean, flying FlyByWire was a classic. Was definitely a classic. I remember in the past flying this plane every single day, just this one, for a period. Which is not the best, of course, because it's cool to switch, but yeah. I was completely focused on the FlyByWire. before the big 2022 spring that bring us so many planes. Oh yeah, before that period there was just the CRJ from Microsoft and the Phoenix. Sorry, and the FlyByWire. And I can see some snow here and there. This is Mont Blanc. Yeah. This big stuff here is Mont Blanc, Monte Bianco. White Mountain. And so we're getting close to our destination. Let's go check what's happening around. Okay. So the Gulfstream is going for sure for another approach. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see that. But we should be fine. I mean, we should land way before him. You never know, but probably. So when we are radar vectoring, okay, we can descend 4,000. Top of descending 80 miles. Yeah, that's probably the peak of Mont Blanc. And this is the Italian lowlands Pianura Padana. Okay, are we gonna descend over Alps? Let me see. Wow. Not really. That's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool anyway. Again, I remind you that this area of Alps, if you want to try something cool, fly a small plane or fly low at least in this west area of Alps. Is the area close to the sea, close to Nice, close to Albenga airport in Italy, close to Cuneo in Italy. You're gonna be really surprised how high is the quality. Let's see if today we're able to see something. This is super bad compared to that. Let's see if today we're able to see something. Because we are pretty high. We should be way lower, of course, but maybe right below us will be loaded. Look at that airport. That's Geneva, I guess. Oh no. It's Chambéry. Yeah, I saw a lake and an airport. I thought Geneva, but yeah, it's too small to be Geneva, of course. And Alps right in front of us. This guy, where is going? Ah, yeah, Florence. Wow, super hard flight to do. Super hard landing to do. That Gulfstream is flying like a rocket. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to descend below flight level 170. It's still pretty far. We do have performance calculator for landing as well, which is here. Very interesting. So landing weight, I'm wondering. Okay, it's not. Oh wow. Ah, of course it doesn't. What? Yeah, this I don't really like, honestly. Let me see, is our current weight? Yeah, it's our current weight. That's cool. Yeah, that's for sure cool, but it's not really... Okay, it's not setting either the wind. I can't even press here and select the runway. Okay, meter is fine. Oh, yeah, that's kind of annoying. Oh, yeah, okay, now I can. Wait a sec. 0 for right, but if I press this... Okay, yeah, alright, that's cool. Meter, fill, yeah. It's correct. Yeah, it is. This is fine. Overweight procedure. Let me check. You never know. No. So no. Flaps configuration will be full. Approach speed. Man. I have no idea about my approach speed. Come on. Why are you asking the approach speed? Okay, approach speed is gonna be 132. That's very interesting. Oops. 132. No. 132. Reverse thrust, yes. Auto land, no. Oh wow, that's very cool. I like this way to show the landing performance. So you don't really select an auto brake setting, but you just see. So I'm gonna land with auto brake low. Consider that we're gonna be way lighter than this. So that's fine. Not way lighter than this, but lighter than that, of course. And we are over it, I guess, at this point. Let's see if we can spot some proper mountains. Let's see. Okay, not really now. Still nope. You need to check the Monviso, which is a very interesting mountain in Italy. Which is probably not recognizable at the moment. Okay, this resolution doesn't look super good, so maybe we're still out of it. Monviso should be that, okay. Because I'm 100% sure that Monviso is very high resolution. Is that like Shy Peak right now, but it's a pretty high mountain, that one there. 40 miles from top of descent, we're gonna descend initially 210. Our Gulf Stream there, it's of course rocketing. Yeah, we're gonna be fine probably. Terrain on. So we're still out of the high resolution area. Okay, let me lower the... Okay. Yeah, still out for sure. Yeah. You can definitely see a big difference compared to the rest of the sim. It's also lagging a little bit. Maybe it's because it's starting loading. We're gonna fly just over Monviso, which is cool. So we can see what I mean. And we are gonna... Yeah, we're gonna start descending in... okay, less than... in 30 miles, basically. A bit laggy now. Maybe because we are crossing Alps. So it's suffering. Okay. We can, yeah, I don't know if we need to descend before. We do have VNAV, we do have everything. But just to let you know, so you have vertical path and everything in the fly-by-wire. Even if I don't used to use it, but in case you are, it's right there. Okay, still not really showing top resolution. Yeah, it would be great to start descending kind of now. I think it's this dark area probably. Let's see. Again, maybe we are too high to see it, but maybe not. Yeah, here is way better because yeah, we have more space. Okay, this is not what I mean, of course. Oh yeah, we are over it. Oh yeah, we are right over it. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we are high, so it's not fully loaded, but yeah, look at that big change on resolution of the terrain. Look at that. Unfortunately, we are too high, but honestly, we are about to descend. Yeah, we are definitely about to descend. And this is the Monviso. Okay. But yeah, this area is incredible. Incredible resolution. Look at that. Wow. Come on. Monviso is this. We're gonna start. We're going to descend. Before it, let's go down. Descending right now. Okay. Great. So we're gonna have a nice view on it. And because this is like a shame. I mean, Monviso is a great mountain, but right here is showing like nothing. You will see over it how it changed. Oh, little change now, but still not maximum resolution. Let's see if we can see it from the cockpit. It would be great. Otherwise, we have to go outside view, of course. Come on. No, I don't think we will be able. It's disappearing. Ah, yeah, here. Yeah, we have. Oops. Come on. Okay. Here we have more space. Come on. Nope. No, I don't think so. I'm gonna go external view, of course. Right at the end? No? Okay. Never mind. Okay. Like, oh wow. What was that? What? Okay, let's go external view. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately being over it is not really helping. But you can clearly see the sharpness of the mountains in this area. Look at that. This is, I mean, for people that used to fly 2024, it's quite evident that this is not what you are used to see around the sim in mountain area. Look at that sharpness. Here you can see the difference. This looks look at that. I mean, this looks extremely realistic. Look at those. Incredible. Okay, let me just see. Okay, we're doing fine. Incredible resolution. Really, really good. Yeah. You can clearly, I mean, this is the line. Okay, yeah. Here is the difference with from the classic sim. Because this is the line that separates low resolution area to high resolution area. Look at the difference. I mean, look at the difference of this mountain, of this terrain here, and the one to the left. It's a completely, okay, now it's a completely different sim. Look at that. Very cool actually. Speed on me. Okay, let's go down. All right, after this little show, let's go down. Let's start to think about our approach. And this is the Mediterranean Sea. Nice is around there. We do have our gas stream. Okay, it's 10 minutes behind us. Okay, that's fine. It's not gonna be a concern. Yeah, this vertical path is kind of crazy. Look at this. We are 2,000 feet over, 500 feet below. Yeah, it's getting crazy. So we are, we could go direct to, okay, we are direct boardy, of course. Yeah, we could, I want to go direct to Mike November 800 as soon as possible. And then, so as a consequence, we can descend, 4,000 feet. No, even, okay, above 4,000 feet. Yeah, let's wait boardy. It's just 30 miles. Yeah, so this is not really helping. I wouldn't even imagine what could happen if I do this. Let's try. This is a test. Descent mode. Okay, speed on the plane. Okay, now it's catching it. Let's see what it does. If it becomes stable or not. This is a test, of course. Passengers are getting sick because of it. Yeah, now it's stable. Very interesting. Okay.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen. As we have noticed, we have begun our initial descent.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks for the test. Let's go back to something normal, please.
You are up. Once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate.
Okay.
By occurrence, please prepare the cabin for a left.
Okay, that's very interesting. So the vertical path is like crazy only if you are using vertical speed, apparently. Now it's stable, by the way. Okay. Let me just check if runway 0 for right is still active on this. Okay, this is this is going to taxi 04. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let me close this. We don't need that anymore. All right, almost into boardy. I mean, let's go direct now. Oh, yeah, destination data, of course. Oh, wow. I guess I was already in this page. Well, oh my god. I just saw the crosswind. This is really bad. Yeah. Okay, auto brake low. Alright. I just saw the bad crossing. I don't want to land crosswind with this plane, which I don't know. Okay, it's gonna be 3012. We're gonna have 12 knots of crosswind. Transition altitude. Okay, let's set up 5,000. Okay. 260 barometric minima is not a category 3 approach. Or 2 or whatever. Alright. Okay, direct Mike November 800. Oh wow, what's that? That's kind of weird. Okay, we can descend 4,000 now. Wow, look at this. Very cool. Yeah, Nice is, of course, it's quite new. It's quite known, but it's a very, very interesting airport. Very interesting. Yeah, our lateral navigation here is a little bit messed up. But yeah, whatever. Let's just go down for now. Let's go down open descent. Oh well, it's slowing down. It's very interesting. That's another very interesting airport. You can barely see it, but this is a runway. This is Albenga in Italy. Yeah, don't go there with an A320, of course, but if you like to fly GA, it's a very cool airport to approach. One of the runways is pretty hard, I don't remember now. The runway that is facing toward DC, which is runway 09er. Approaching 09er visual, it's a very interesting approach. Even if with a small plane, it's a very interesting and challenging approach. Okay, let's go. Let's turn on this. QNH is gonna be 1017. Well, we are receiving already the ILS. Wow, very interesting, since we are on the opposite side. 1017. 1017. Okay. So the run is pretty long, I guess. It's just 3,000 meter. I thought it was longer. Wow, they land A380 there. Wow. Yeah, Emirates. I'm pretty sure that Emirates used the A380 in Nice. Pretty sure. Okay. Traffic. Expect ILS. Therefore, right. Okay. We declare our intention. Speed on me. Yeah, we need to accelerate the descent for sure. We are pretty high. Even, okay, this is completely messed up, by the way. Landing, okay, not really landing lights. We need to slow down now. Let's go. All right. Yeah, should I switch to radar vectoring? Yeah, let's go. Okay, let's go. Heading 170. Okay. 10,000 feet. We have to intercept at 4,000. Yeah. This is not really interesting for us. So the airport is there. Yeah, that's the airport. Okay. So let's go. Heading 27. No, wait a second. 220. Okay. We are doing kind of a traffic pattern. Landing lights. Seatbelts. Why is it incredible? Because you can hear the wind in the fly-by-wire. You can hear the wind on the landing lights when you drop them. There is a little change in sound. It's a really cool feature. I mean, really cool touch. Alright, there we go. Now we do have a nice view on Nice, which is this city here, and the airport is that one. Keep descending. Okay. Okay. They're pretty far, honestly. Yes, yeah. We could go closer for the turn. Yeah. Okay, let's slow down the descending. We don't need to rush like this. Okay, I'm gonna set up heading on 240. 240, yeah. Yeah, let's go closer to the coastline because we're pretty far now. And we have to monitor this traffic here, which is pretty high, honestly. What the fuck? Okay, 240. Even 250 could be. Yeah, 250 is even better. Alright. It's oh wow, it's so cool approaching this. Because you have a nice view on the bay, on the airport. Also, Nice is a custom default airport. Just to let you know. Wow, where these not? Oh wow. No. Vertical speed. Not below 4,000. Go around will be 3,000. Wow. Very interesting. Very interesting difference. I love the engine sound. I don't know if it's that realistic. No. Performance. Activate approach. But yeah, it's enjoyable. It's cool. We are overshooting this. What? That's very strange because we were descending faster. Now in vertical speed we overshoot the 250 that I set. That's strange. Okay, where is our airport at this point? Is that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about the... Okay, the other traffic is still pretty far. It's gonna come closer, of course. Yeah, I did this strange procedure, I know, but that was SimBrief scheduled to me. We already... What? No, it's... yeah, because we are... No, it's fine. Yeah, we are below the glide, but that's because we are in a very weird direction from the airport. 1,000 to go, yeah. We need to take some time. So basically the ILS interception, you can see this as a reference. And yeah, there is another bay after. And another one. So the ILS interception is in the is kind of here, so we need to be there. Level off. Okay. That's gonna be very interesting at this point because we do have the traffic movie there, which is kind of scary to be honest. Yeah. Or we can switch. No, I don't want to switch to visual. We could, of course, but yeah, that's Nice. I don't really want... Or we can just... Okay, let's do this. Descent 2000, we're going like intercept the ILS very close to the runway. In this case, speed on manage. This is something you can do if you are offline. Sometimes the controller does it as well. So you're just gonna descend in a lower altitude compared to the chart. Yeah, going to go to intercept. Speed on manage. Or we can go just switch to visual. Which is gonna happen pretty soon, I guess. It's fine, I mean. It's not rare, of course. It's kind of a classic. Of course, we're doing it randomly, but basically, for what I remember, the visual approach 04 right or runway 04, you just follow the coastline in this kind of arc land. Yeah. Landing lights on. Okay. Maybe I can take the charts of visual just to check it. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of that.
2,500.
Yeah, I know. Localizer. I need to turn a bit. Yeah, this already will be very sharp. Very, very sharp to do. Alright, speed check. We don't have, of course, flaps view. Flaps 1. That's our spoiler. Okay, keep turning. Yeah, the problem is that with this big angle compared to the final, we're gonna be kind of struggling to intercept the LS. So, okay, let's go visual. Whatever. We don't even have wind view, so it's fine. Autopilot off. Okay. I'm gonna keep the ILS there, but yeah, we're not following it, of course. I'm gonna hit approach anyway. Maybe at some point we can follow some path, but let's go visual. Speed check, gear down. Come on, fly-by-wire. I need to fly the plane. Oh, wow, the sound. Alright, speed check, flaps 2. Okay, yeah, we do have flight director. We overshoot, but it's fine. We overshoot quite a lot. Yeah. But it's okay, we can recover it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're pretty close.
1,000.
Flaps. I like the flight model. Oh wow, this is classic. Okay. Yeah, the glide slope and the puppy are not. The glide slope is wrong, probably. Flaps full. Wow, also the localizer. Wow, look at that. Localizer is completely offset. What the fuck? Luckily we went visual. Oh my god, this is super. Okay. Flight director off. Let me turn this off immediately. Completely visual. Let's. Yeah, incredible, by the way.
100 above.
Yeah, we do have crosswind, of course.
Minimum.
Continue. And even the puppy, which it doesn't look we are high at all to me. No, the puppy's wrong. Okay.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Ooh, yeah, the flare is so bad. Touchdown, reverse. Okay, 60 reversing, 1 on braking.
Auto brake off.
Wow, what a mess, to be honest. I didn't remember that the ILS approach in Nice was so messed up. Completely a disaster. I mean, Glycer completely wrong, localizer completely wrong, and Puppy completely wrong as well. So let's slow down the plane. And on top of that, 12 knots of crosswind. Yeah, as you can see, I used to pull too much in the fly-by-wire. It's a very different behavior from the Phoenix, so it's really, really hard to adjust. But yeah. I forgot those. Why would we have? Oh no, okay, it's Robbie's on. Let's try to not go into the grass, maybe. But yeah, okay, it's fine. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, this wasn't that good because we couldn't test properly the plane on a, yeah, you know, a good approach because the approach was a disaster basically. Taxi lights. And strobe off. MP starting. This and this. Okay. Okay, that guy not even talking, whatever. Okay, we touched down pretty good. Yeah, I pulled too much. I was seeing the plane going up, not going up, but yeah, was like a strange feeling, like that the flare wasn't properly done, so I had to push down a bit. Again, this is due to the fact that the Phoenix, which I'm used to fly, if you talk about Airbus A320, have a very different behavior. Yeah. Again, if you are just flying this, okay, let's park here. I have no idea where EasyJet park in Nice. Yeah, even if we have this livery, this is a EasyJet flight. But yeah, nothing crazy. I mean, I flare like that because I'm not used to up the plane. But if a person is flying only, I mean, if a person is not flying the Phoenix, yeah, that's a completely different scenario, of course, because you can get used to the plane and wow, and get a proper landing technique. But wasn't that bad. I mean, considering 12 knots of wind. Yeah, honestly, wasn't that bad. I like the again, as always in the fly-by-wire. I like the flight model until the flare. Then on the flare feel okay. Nothing too crazy. I have to be honest. So it's not like, oh my god, it's a disaster on the flare. It's fine, of course. It's a little strange. All right. Can we have some jet bridge today or no? No. So the wheel chocks is automatic apparently. That's very interesting because we had a problem before trying to push back the plane. Jet bridge? No. Sorry. I'm sorry, but not jet bridge. External power at least. NPU. Beacon off. Okay, was off already. All right. It's already switching off. Okay. So yeah, honestly, yeah, I can say that I'm feeling a little bit of difference compared to 2020. Even in the flare, like I felt like the plane was, again, a little weird on the flare, a little strange, but overall better. And that's probably due to the different flight dynamic that we have in 2024 compared to 2020. Again, this is a 2020 plane on 2024. It's not a native 2024 plane. There is no fly-by-wire for 2024 still, even if you can install it directly from the developer installer. You can install the plane into 2024 now, but it's still a 2020 version. Okay, so this is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like, subscribe, and I wish you a very nice evening and see you next.